Hey guys, welcome to Twisted League. My name is Brian and I'm not an expert or anything. No one really knows the optimal path, but I've done a little bit of theory crafting and here are my day one stats. So if you're jealous of that at all, well, hey, welcome. Welcome to the YouTube video, man. So you're starting off Twisted League. You are wondering about the relics. I'm going to make a separate video on relics, actually. All you have to know about relics is that relics are really all good. One of their goals in designing the relics is that they wanted to make sure that the players would have a hard time choosing which one they wanted because they're all just so good. So if you're really stressed out about relics, just don't worry about it. Take one, you'll love it. Let me tell you a little bit about my personal path here. Like normal Iron Men, I headed to Winter Todd as soon as possible. I got onto Zaya and I started chopping logs so I could get 50 fire making to head right into Winter Todd. Winter Todd's really awesome and it's important to do it right away. Winter Todd has this unique mechanic where it's actually easier to do when you have lower hit points. So that's why I'm here with these low combat stats. Winter Todd is really great to do right away because it gets one of the highest skill achievements out of the way. It trains your fletching for free, it trains your wood cutting for free, and one of the major things, one of the major benefits that you get is your first cash stack. I'm at 93 fire making and I have 123k GP sitting in the bank. That's going to help me a ton when I have to buy feathers for barbarian fishing, which is my step 2, but we'll get into that in a sec. My personal strategy for Winter Todd, I stole a bunch of cakes, getting a bunch of thieving experience from the Hosidius chef stall. I think that's what it's called. And there's a bank like right next to it. You can just bank your cakes. You need a maximum, an absolute maximum of 200 cakes to get to level 99 fire making. It's so easy actually. Once you get that, you just find a good set of trees and then a good set of oaks to chop and burn, and you'll get 50 fire making in no time. ×5 experience rate is pretty awesome. Don't go to the willow trees unless you can get an amazing axe somehow, but I wouldn't waste time doing it. I used a bronze axe all the way to 50 fire making. And actually I'm still using a bronze axe. See that? There you go. But yeah, don't switch to willows. They take way too long to chop. Your experience rate is going to be way higher just doing oaks. So you've got your 50 fire making, you've got your 200 cakes. Just walk up to Winter Todd and head on in. One cool thing that you can do after you get your first couple of crates and you get one of the rewards is GP, leave Winter Todd ASAP once you get 1k. Head to the house, dude, straight east of the Castle Corrend and buy your first house so that you can get construction experience. See this? I've gotten 33 construction for free so far. That's really important here on Zaya. It's kind of hard to train construction otherwise. This is where I'm going to sit until 99 fire making. You can choose to do that if you want. Just remember, do what you want to do to maximize your fun, okay? It's not always about the experience gains. It's mostly about the fun gains, right? What I personally am going to do next is do barbarian fishing, and I've gotten the skill requirements for it. You start with 15 agility. I went and I got 15 strength really quick. Just used my bronze dagger to do it so fast at ×5 experience rate. Oh, and fishing, yeah. Just take your small net, go to House Piscarilius, go west of the bank, and you can just fish shrimps there. There's also a range right there that you can cook the shrimps at. Cooking's not so important for this. To do barbarian fishing, you're going to need 48 fishing, 15 agility, and 15 strength. You'll also need 76 GP to buy a barbarian rod at Piscarilius. It's just east of the bank. Once you have those things, you can go south of Chambers of Xeric, and that's where you're going to do a whole bunch of barbarian fishing. I have this as my personal second step because I didn't choose the relic that gives you infinite run energy. So agility experience is really important for me, for my account. If you want to get started on Hunter, you can either use some lamps on it. Some people have used lamps. I personally took a long walk past the farming guild and then south onto the far west coast to catch crimson swifts. You're going to need a bird snare to do it though, so head over to Land's End. It's like south. You can also take a boat there at those big eastern docks. You can just go straight to Land's End. And the bank at Land's End has this crate in it that gives infinite bird snares. The crate is only going to let you take one bird snare at a time, but you're able to get multiple if you take one, drop it out of your inventory, search the crate again, and just kind of repeat that process until you have like 6 or something. You're really not going to need very many at all. But yeah, then just head to the Crimson Swifts. Once you get 9 Hunter, you can head back to Land's End and catch Coppertails there. What I did was I spent some time fletching oak logs while catching Coppertails to get 35 Hunter. I went all the way to 35 Hunter doing that. And I suppose that's basically my entire account at this point. I've gotten, 61 woodcuttings has come entirely from Winter Todd as well. So by the time you've completed these things, you're decently well on your way. You've got a nice little cash stack. You've got a few stats and you've got a few points. You're definitely into Relic 2 at that point. And by that point, hopefully you've talked to enough people and you've perhaps theory crafted a way a little bit further. One of the major things that you want to unlock would be transportation. Just the first 2 things that come to mind is beating Client of Korend quest that gives you a good book for teleporting around Zaya. And then the Xeric Talisman, super awesome. But I don't have that yet. It's going to take me a little bit because I'm focusing on some skills first. And I don't need to travel around. I'm going to work on transportation when I need to do like Slayer or something. So yeah, guys, I hope you love Twisted League. I'm going to be streaming it tomorrow starting at, don't die. I'm going to be streaming it tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time on the We Skill Now Twitch channel. I'll also be posting some other comments about Twisted League here on this YouTube channel. So if you're here to learn more about Twisted League, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks, guys.